For the last 18 months, I've been writing and working on a show about something that I love, classical piano. Listen to that. That's me. Pretty good. I'm also a stand-up comedian of 13 years. I've done solo tours, produced myself around Australia and the Edinburgh Fringe every year since 2017, culminating in my victory of the 2022 Fringe Monkey Talented But Ignored Award. Basically, the show is me using my experience as a stand-up comedian and the skill that I have for sharing stuff with the audience to share something that I love, my favourite piece of classical piano music, Chopin's Nocturne in E-flat major. It is classical piano presented with jokes by a bald dickhead with a beard. Okay,
Kia ora, my name is Elaine Dick. Yes, that is my genuine legal last name. My parents took one look at me and they said, wow, this is a baby that needs to be humbled. I'm a stand-up comedian from Aotearoa, New Zealand. This is my debut comedy hour. It's called Purple is the Gayest Color. It's a show about growing up queer in rural New Zealand. I debuted my hour in the New Zealand International Comedy Fest. It sold out weeks before we opened, and then I added an extra show which also sold out. Reviewers have said heaps of nice things about me. Here's one quote, here's another quote. Important for me to be doing a show for the gay girls and the hot allies. I still get this thing where when I go do like a pub gig, audience is just like lads really well, they really like me, and then when I bring up being gay, see them go like also know it's my time to be bold. I asked an internet witch to read my fortune, and she told me it's time to pussy up my slay queen. That was so interesting to me. I didn't know that tarot cards could be gay. I'm looking for producers, managers. I've been self-producing, honestly, very 2014, lean in girl boss, very much giving this wine that was at my girlfriend's tech company Christmas party. They clearly had, just so that everyone would know that they respected women. I'm truly just a woman being gay in everyday ways, doing gay. It lives every day like it's her last forever. I also have ADHD, so I would really benefit from some professional help and also a producer.
Oh, hi there! My name is Helena McCormack. By day, I'm a librarian, but by night, I am better known as musical comedian, burlesque artist, and interdisciplinary theatre maker Selena Mersey. I'm so excited to be coming all the way from the UK to present not one, but two high-octane comedy theatre shows. My multi-award-winning solo debut, the filthy Freudian feminist meltdown, Madonna Whore, and the brand new film noir-inspired character comedy, Bisexuelle. My work is robustly academic and thoroughly silly. Both shows use fun, glamour, and controlled chaos to highlight queer and feminist issues. My debut Madonna Whore has received acclaim, with 4 and 5-star reviews, 3 festival awards at Brighton Fringe, and 3 different pots of funding to present it internationally. Watching Madonna Whore will feel like catharsis. Both cosy and comfortable, yet explosive and unpredictable, it's a safe and sparkly place to shed the heavy feminist burden, or be challenged to learn a new perspective.
Laugh out loud funny. Very touching, actually.
Everyone was laughing. Everyone.
It was marvellous. Definitely go and see it.
And they're just talking about the striptease. In the moody, absurdist world of Bisexuelle, you'll experience the golden age of the silver screen brought to life before your eyes. You may solve the mystery of whodunit, but you'll leave with much more to think about. I'm looking for representation, a producer, and international and UK-based touring opportunities. Thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Steph Forbridge. I'm the creator of Breaking the Musical, and this is my amazing cast.
Hello.
We would love for you to come and see our show, and we want to tour it around Australia and maybe the world! So please come and see it. It's going to be great.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Dr. Jo Prendergast. I'm a stand-up comedian and also a psychiatrist and author of a mental health book, When Life Sucks. I wrote my show Cancer and Cartwheels when I was going through breast cancer treatment about 3.5 years ago. That's how comedians think. If say we're in an accident before we even hit the ground, we're thinking, I might be able to use this on stage. So I decided to write a show about my cancer survivorship. I figured that people can laugh and learn. It's got really important health messaging in it about picking up cancer early and coping with side effects, and also about menopause. So I'm hoping that I can travel around Australia and tour the show, and also potentially internationally. I'd love you to come and see the show.
Hi, I'm Robin from Wales. I'm bringing this show, CatGPT, to Adelaide Fringe Star Theatres from February the 21st to March the 2nd. You really need to come and see it. It's the most high-tech, bonkers show ever. I've reanimated a dead cat. It's the true story of my beloved cat, Lentil, who, despite dying years ago, has come back as a neurotic life coach. This is Lentil 3.1. This is his actual skull. He's surrounded by robotics and all kinds of electronics. He's got an LED screen, a mini bar, a guitar amp, an amazing meow synthesizer, a theremin tail, perms, a printer just to annoy me, and all sorts more. And it's a glimpse into the future because it touches on AI, and it's also about neurodiversity, and most of all about coping with loss and how you deal with that.
It's a show full of laughs, feline wisdom, and tales of AI chaos. I'll reveal why cats secretly power the world and how I survived the freezer, barely. Come for the comedy, stay for the clawsome fun. Don't miss it. Perfection awaits.
Hello, Adelaide Fringe delegates of Honeypot. I'm Chris.
I'm Taylor.
And we're Date Night from sunny Brisbane. It's a really fun show. It's a sketch comedy show. We're two comedians from Brisbane, but we also happen to be in a couple, which is a really fun hook for the show. Basically, every show we do is a date night, and the audience just comes along for the ride.
It's a very funny, weird sketch comedy that really is both relatable but absurd. And we think it's a really great show. We've had a lot of really positive reactions to all the other festivals we've taken it to. So we just want to get more people seeing our show and taking it to more places. We'd love to go to Edinburgh. We'd love to take it around rural and regional Australia. And really anywhere who would be interested in sketch comedy about couples, love, dating and relationships.
That's right. So we'd love to network with you while we're in Adelaide at the Adelaide Fringe. Come see the show and see what all the fuss and fun is about.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi there, I'm Jessica Barton and I'm bringing my skanky but professional one-woman show Dirty Work to the Adelaide Fringe this year. Dirty Work is a multi-genre comedy theatre show. It has singing, dancing, acting, and of course, deep cleaning. I play Mary Fluppins, who is a sassy but silent young woman who's had enough of being practically perfect in every way. So she's come to teach all the very capable young men in the audience how to do the dirty work. In Australia, 42% of males spend time doing housework compared to 70% of females. Women ain't got no time to be CEOs. This issue is still prevalent in today's young relationships, but also the generations above us, our mothers and our fathers. Dirty Work has a strong and sincere backbone, but it is also guaranteed to be a fun, flirty, silly, and empowering experience for audiences young and old. After Adelaide Fringe, I'm performing at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival and the Edinburgh Fringe. I would love to collaborate with producers and publicists who can help get Dirty Work onto as many stages as possible. And I'm also looking for touring opportunities in the UK, in Australia, and beyond. Where did my fucking hat go? Thanks for your interest, and I look forward to doing some dirty work with you.
I'm Freddie Arthur, and this year I am debuting my solo show, Dysfunctional Family Jukebox. I will be introducing the audience to the kookiest members of my family. Cousin Mike, the public masturbator, my mum Terry, who's a homophobic, closeted lesbian, my dad Wayne, who's just a bloke that loves watching Love Actually and beating the shit out of his kids. I will be taking the audience through the series of events that led me to realize, no, my family isn't normal. No, I'm not actually crazy. And yes, I am a little bit gay. The reason that I wanted to create this show is because, like a lot of people, I grew up with these dysfunctional family dynamics, but I was taught that we don't talk about it, we just pretend that we're normal. And the issue with that is that it ends up protecting abusers and gaslighting victims. And I want this show to be something that people can come along to and realize, oh, we can talk about that stuff. I want people to leave this show and go, God, that was pretty weird. But did I ever tell you about the time that my uncle was arrested for manslaughter? I grew up in Mildura. The rates of domestic violence in regional Victoria are twice as high than they are in Melbourne. I think this could potentially be a very important thing for people in those areas to see. I also really enjoyed the Edinburgh Fringe, so I'd love to see how I could take this over there, but I'd need a lot of help working out finances and logistics. Screen adaptations, I studied screenwriting at RMIT. I'd love to turn this into something like what Anne Edmonds did with The Edge of the Bush. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Emily Dash.
And I'm Madeline Stewart.
And together we are Em and Maddie Solve Your Problems. The show is an improvisational comedy show, which is an agony aunt style, where we get questions from the audience and answer them, or not, as the case may be.
Yeah, and the audience sends all sorts of questions, and yeah, we do our best.
I think what makes it special is us and our chemistry and our love for community and wanting to connect with people. And so that's why we want to connect with you.
Yeah, life can be so hard sometimes. It's nice to have something lovely and uplifting to listen to and enjoy.
We have our live shows, but we also have a podcast. So we're looking for management and distribution in terms of that, but also any opportunities to tour nationally and internationally that are wheelchair accessible.
Yes, both for us and for our audience. We value access.
You can get in touch with us on Instagram at EmmaMaddieComedy, by email at emmamaddysolveyourproblems@gmail.com, or you can come hang out with us at the shows or have a coffee with us.
100%. We'd love to hang out.
Hi, Honeypot Delegate. I like your turtleneck. That's very cute. I'm the right-hand performer of If You're From Africa. Sorry. No, I won't keep that accent up. I'm Lucas. You probably got your first question. If you're from Africa, why are you white? If You're From Africa is a cute, hilarious, heartfelt journey of me coming out here to Australia, but also growing up gay in Zimbabwe, and then finding hope in unexpected places. It's close to me because it's my story, but it really resonated with fringe audiences in Melbourne, which was amazing. We sold out 3 of the shows and we're 80% allocated overall, which was really exciting. And we got 2 judges' picks. And one of them said, and the other. Also, look at these flyers. How cool is that? A lot of fun. So the main support that we're looking for is touring. So if you're looking for a one-of-a-kind show that makes audiences laugh and cry in equal amounts, but need proof that it's actually something, book a ticket and come see us at Arthur's Art Bar from the 6th to the 9th of March. I'll see you there.
Hello, my name is Kieran Bullock and I am the producer and host of IKEA Wars, a chaotic comedy game show where I subject 2 and sometimes 3 performers to undertake that most objectionable home improvement activity, which is building IKEA furniture. I give 2 performers a flat pack and they have to build it before the other person does. The trick is that there is a board of sabotage that they get to choose from to either help themselves build the thing or inflict chaos and difficulty upon their opponent. In terms of why I'm passionate about the show, I've done a lot of theatre, a lot of comedy, and this show is the most fun that I've ever had on stage and continues to be 6 or 7 seasons in. It is a joyous format. There is a simplicity to watching these people do this thing that we've all done. Audiences love it, performers love it, and I love it. In terms of the opportunities I'm looking for, this show is tour ready. It is ready to go. It can go anywhere, any place. It's the perfect festival show. It's a simple sell. Audiences love it. As I said, performers love it. It's the perfect way to elevate other performers in a festival. And I'm ready to go. So let's talk. Wherever your festival is, if you've got English-speaking audiences that understand what it's like to build IKEA furniture, then they are ready for this. Here's a little sample. It's someone fishing furniture out of a tree from last year's Adelaide Fringe.
It broke it! The monster.
Oh, the monster! Hi there, Honeypot. My name is Jeremiah Detto, and my show is called When I Grow Up. It's an improvised clown concept show that is very, very silly, focusing on the audience's childhood hopes and dreams, trying to figure out what did they want to be when they grow up, and what might that look like on stage with this guy and 200 props and costumes. It's a very silly show that focuses on creating a space of collaborative, imaginative play, unleashing the inner child of the audience, finding that silliness within. Is something I'm really, really passionate about, is creating these spaces where people can play again, where they can connect and find the fun. We need more of that in our communities, and I would love to take this show regionally, nationally, internationally, as many places as possible to create these kinds of spaces. This show can be teamed up with some workshops and talks about play, silliness, clown, improv, all that kind of stuff. The show at this year's festival will be presented by Brightside Presents and will be on at the Bally at Gluttony from the 4th to the 16th of March at 9:15 p.m. I would love for you to come along, come play, and come figure out what did you want to be when you grow up. See you there.
Hi, I'm Clown B, and I'm here on behalf of the Nose 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 team. Nose 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 is a comedy about two clowns living in a clown share house as clowns as they navigate the complexities of living as clowns. Clown A has been in the industry for centuries, whereas Clown B is new to the game. Let's be honest here, noses aren't made of puppy dogs' tails and starry knees. They must be earned. It's very, very serious. Do clowns take themselves too seriously? Who the hell knows? Clowning has the power to bring people together through laughter and unite audiences. We're open to any opportunities which come our way. We're especially looking for international and national touring as well as industry support. Here's the trailer.
Hey, my name is Lauren Bock, and my show is called Bocklesque. Bocklesque is my version of what I think burlesque is. I've been a stand-up comedian for 10 years. I have been a burlesque artist for maybe 5 now, and I love to bring both of them together in only a very unique way that I think I am capable and qualified of doing. So Bocklesque is a full hour-long show, 55 minutes, one would say, of a show that is a variety show. So I am the host, but I am also every single one of the acts. How is that achievable, Lauren? Crazy. Well, I love character comedy. I've got massive physicality. I really enjoy jumping in and out of character, and I love clowning. So we have got 4 archetypes of burlesque, but all of them have got a bit of a flaw to them. One of them doesn't like balloons. One of them just got broken up with. There's a lot of backstage banter and antics as well. I know I look a little bit dull right now, but that's only because I've been working on my quick changes. What? So, you can come along and see it and check it out. I would love to take this anywhere and everywhere I possibly can. I'm very passionate about this show. I absolutely love performing it. I've been given some really nice reviews, and I'm also an award recipient. I'll see you there. Time's up.
I'm Lucille McKellar. I'm a writer and comedian from Sydney, and I'm bringing my debut solo show, Lucille McKellar Has Boy Problems, to Adelaide Fringe this year. It's my first Fringe in Adelaide. I'm so excited. The show debuted last year at the Sydney Fringe Festival to a few sold out shows, and we did 2 encore shows in the Factory Theatre in Marrickville the end of last year as well. I'm so excited to bring the show to Adelaide. I'm considering my Sydney run as a work in progress. Adelaide, I'm going to be working on the text. We're going to be upping the production value. We're going to be upping the performance. I really want to go all in. The response to this show, just the few shows that I did, was so astounding. My exact audience was young, cool, queer people. So many people came and they loved it, and I really just want to make this a real ode to being gay on the internet. The show is as intelligent as it is ridiculous. It starts off with a version of me who is very naive, who slowly realizes that they are gay, and then consequently has a breakdown which involves in them having a crazy PowerPoint presentation about RuPaul fracking, about Gone Girl, about Charlie XCX, about how gay men and capitalism ruin queer culture. There really is no stone unturned. It's going to be insane. I really hope you come. You'll love it.
Hello! Hi, my name is Mel, and I am here in the beautiful outdoors to talk to you about my show, Mel McGlenzie is Motorboat. Motorboat is a very special show to me. It was my clown debut, meaning my very first clown show, and we managed to somehow take home a whole mess of awards with it, including the Best Comedy at Adelaide Fringe 2024, and a Golden Gibbo nomination at Melbourne International Comedy Festival, a couple other things as well. It's just a show that has really resonated with audiences, and so I'd love to share it with you, the delegates of the Honey Pot. So please come check it out. It is kind of a raucous, body positive, feminist, kind of raunchy, kind of silly. Sorry, there's a car. But yeah, also it is an important part of my artistic practice in that it is, like so much of my work, a chance for me to talk about things that are important to me, like feminism and body inclusivity and proper boat maintenance. Yeah, also I'm looking for opportunities. I'm looking for opportunities to tour, to connect with people. I'm happy to talk to people about travel overseas or also regionally here in Australia. So yeah, come check out the show. I hope you like it. I'm looking forward to talking more. Just get in touch.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Stewart. I'm a wife, mother, midwife and stand-up comedian. My show, Midwife Crisis, here is my debut solo show. I've had lots of fun with it in Canberra and recently taken it up to the North Australian Festival of Arts, where both places they've been sold out in capacities of 80 seats or more. The show is about, well, me reflecting on the last 40 years of life. And I can tell you, life hasn't been easy, what with a hopeless husband, kids are always giving me hassle, work that is challenging at the best of times. But now I'm really looking forward to writing my will and trying to decide what colour coffin to have. I am looking for help, advice, opportunities to take the show on tour. I've got my ute, I've got my swag, and I'm all ready to go. And I'm particularly passionate about demonstrating that women can be comedians, and because there's only about 20% of comedians are women these days, and also to get out to audiences of women, particularly older women, who are often a audience demographic that are ignored, and to use comedy to talk about topics that even these days are still a little bit taboo, around aging and death, and just having a jolly good laugh. So thank you very much, everyone.
Hi everyone, I'm Tanya Gizzi, and this Adelaide Fringe I'm bringing you my big fat single Greek life 2. It's a sequel to the successful sellout season last year, a continuation of the sellout season this year. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be something for everyone, because you don't need to be Greek to enjoy this. You don't need to be Greek to have a laugh. It's for everyone of all cultures. It's going to be songs and dance and a mix of everything with storytelling and all. It's going to be the show to watch. And
Hello, it's Nathan Hugh Robert here. I'm just recovering from a long international flight, so I'm sorry if I sound and look a little bit crook. My show Tiny King is a comedy show about a little king who has grown up in a kingdom. He's been isolated and indulged by his parents, and he decides that he's going to put on a stand-up comedy show. And he believes that this comedy show is his magnum opus. It's the world's greatest stand-up show, and it's about being short. Not everything goes to plan, and he gets very frustrated with the audience and kind of lashes out and gets confused. It's very silly. It kind of it combines stand-up, clowning, and Buffon. I'm dressed up as a wig and everything, but the show is a way for me to explore the kind of social alienation, frustration, and anger that I felt a lot growing up, living with a disability. That's hemiplegic cerebral palsy. So that's what Tiny King is about.
Hi, my name is Kate Hanley-Corley, and my Adelaide Fringe Festival show, Nervous Breakdance, is 50 minutes of carefully crafted stand-up and musical comedy that appeals predominantly to women aged 30 plus. My show jokes about the isolation of motherhood, loss of identity, difficult toddlers, psychotic teens, sex, aging, and marriage, among many other things. And my style and my inspiration comes from people like the Flight of the Conchords, Steve Martin, Bill Bailey, Sarah Silverman, and I was even lucky enough to have the mentorship of comedy legend Tim Ferguson. I would describe my comedy persona as cheeky, wacky, and sexy. My special talent is connecting with the audiences whom I just love. I've been doing comedy for 13 years, and before that worked in TV script department. But now that my 3 kids are grown, I am free to travel the world and find new audiences. I'd love to find a passionate, innovative producer who can help me take my comedy overseas, as well as someone who can tour me around Australia. Could that be you? Come along to the show and see what you think. Let's have a chat afterwards.
G'day. I'm Nicolette Minster, a Melbourne-based comedian, writer, and fully qualified attention seeker. Boardroom, my comedy horror hybrid, is making its South Australian premiere at Adelaide Fringe Festival after successful seasons in Melbourne and Sydney. The show is inspired by my real experience of working as a temp in London, working alone in the basement of an abandoned building, where my only job was putting biscuits on plates and delivering them to an 8th floor boardroom. The twist, in my entire time at the job, never saw another living soul. Now, by blending theatrical comedy with genuine psychological horror, Boardroom speaks to anyone who's ever felt lost in the machinery of corporate culture or questioned their identity and the meaning of their work. It's brought to life by the exceptional creative team of the acclaimed comedian Claire Hooper as director, renowned playwright Jane Bodie as dramaturg, and emerging sound designer Talia Russo. I'm seeking touring support for Boardroom. I believe there is a particular appetite for this show in markets where traditional corporate culture meets creative arts audiences, especially in regions with strong fringe festival circuits. So join me this Fringe for a darkly funny exploration of corporate culture that guarantees to leave you entertained, unsettled, and just a bit peckish for an Arnott's assorted cream.
Hi, I'm Claire Robin and I'm bringing my solo clown show, Nunslut, back to Adelaide Fringe in 2025. Nunslut is an absurd journey through religion and the body. It follows the primarily non-verbal character of Nunslut as she goes through a series of religious rituals that are subverted in a fun and silly way. This show is mostly fun, silly and irreverent, although with the keyboard accompanist, this show does hold a sense of the sacred and the audience really enjoys not knowing what is going to come next. There are a lot of audience interactions and audience games that take place throughout the show, as well as a couple of appearances from other characters, and a cabaret-esque vibe with an original song at the end in which Nunslut becomes liberated. While this show is mostly a fun, silly and unexpected ride for the audience, it has grown out of my own journey through religion and unpacking what my faith means to me. It asks important questions around the value of religion in modern society and whether or not religion can sit alongside a liberation of the body. This show sold out at Sydney Comedy Festival in 2024 with an official festival encore and grew a lot of momentum over last year's Adelaide Fringe. So I'm hoping to build on that this year and take Nunslut further into 2025.
I'm Navi. I'm a Pakistani-Australian comic and producer, and I'm bringing Raise the Bra female comedy showcase to Adelaide Fringe. Raise the Bra is the festival version of a monthly comedy night for women and non-binary comics that I've been running in Melbourne for over 4 years. And over the 4 years, every single month, the shows have sold out. And we also had a very successful debut at Melbourne Comedy Festival last year. Each night at Raise the Bra Comedy is a unique theme night. We've got themes like Tinder Tales to Career Day to Dysfunctional Families, something for everyone. And every night features 4 to 5 hand-picked acts, and they're different every night. So no 2 nights are ever the same, and the audience gets to pick new favorite comics any night of the run that they come to. So it's amazing. For what makes Raise the Bra special is that it's not just another lineup show. It's an experience, and it's also proving what's possible when underrepresented voices are given the right platform. And it's been amazing to see that what started as, as a stage and an avenue for underrepresented voices has grown so much. And, we've seen careers launch and confidence grown communities form, all the while delivering really high quality comedy. And we're ready to expand. So our formula works, and we would love to tour across Australia, internationally. You name it, we want to be there and love to work with other creatives. So let's raise some bras and eyebrows together.
Hi, my name's Kayla Lovegrove and I'm a Ngarrindjeri woman from Rauken, South Australia. I'm a single mum of 4 and my show, Straight Outta Church, is specifically about me being a black mum and a Christian mum, and how sometimes it's hard to find the balance of those 2 things. So I like to describe my show as pretty much me just running my kids down on stage and telling funny stories, as well as sharing my past struggles and trauma and the things that I've been through to promote hope and healing to others, and to just give them, hope as they are trying to navigate life pretty much. So I'm a single mum of 4, recently divorced, left my husband due to domestic violence, so narcissistic abuse. So I don't mention that as much in this show, but I will eventually. But yeah, it's pretty much just about me being a straight out mum, sober, single, saved, the Christian side of things, and stressed out. So they are Gen Alpha, and it's about that. Earlier this year in March, April, I won the Deadly Funny competition at Melbourne International Comedy Festival. And that's what I shared. My 5 minutes was specifically about being a Christian mum and a black mum. So yeah, that's what Straight Outta Church is about.
Hi, I'm Suren Jaimana. I'm a comedian, writer and actor, best known for my work in Thor, Love and Thunder. Do you remember that scene actually, which was over really quickly? That was my scene. So I'm really excited to be bringing my 2025 show to the Adelaide Fringe. There's a world where my head ought be. I recently moved back to Victoria. I went down to the Vic Roads, as you do, to get your new driver's license. 3 weeks later, when I opened up the envelope, where I thought my head would be, instead there was a photo of a white woman. And that prompted 2 questions immediately for me. The first one was, who is she? And the second one was, who am I? Luckily, I have spent over the last few years a lot of time meditating and being quite introspective and building more and more spirituality into the way that I approach my life. This show, I hope to share a little bit about my journey inwards and how that has helped me in a world that is increasingly growing more and more complex. It's safe to say there is a mental health epidemic at the moment. And in my experience, that had a lot to do with the constant noise around, the constant distractions and pull towards things that really don't actually have much meaning in our lives. Hopefully my show, while being funny and lighthearted, will also leave people encouraged to take some time to look inwards and also inspired to maybe find that voice inside that speaks more from the heart.
Hi, I'm Andrea Barello and I'm a clown. All the way from Italy, by way of Los Angeles, California, where I currently live and work. I'm presenting my show tonight, A Clown Who Wanted to Be Loved. It's the story of a man who doesn't want to be alone. It's a story about love. It's very silly, very playful, has many physical, visual gags, from slow motion boxing to pizza dancing, and uses very little language, which makes it very relatable and accessible to audiences of all cultures and of all ages. It's family friendly. It has something for everyone, from the more playful humor to the deeper narrative. I'm potentially interested in any opportunity here, from networking, collaborations with producers, festival bookings, worldwide touring. So come see my show. And more importantly, come play with me. Thank you. Ciao.
Hey, my name is Zach Vasiliou, but you actually might recognise me from busking in Rundle Mall from the ages of 11 through 14. I am so excited to be doing my first ever solo show for Adelaide Fringe audiences, mainly because my audience so far has been my psychologist, which is an interesting dynamic when they're treating your depression and you're treating them to open mic. But if I've managed to make my psychologist break on a number of occasions, I am pretty certain that a paying voluntary audience will be having a great time. The show is called Twinkie Twinkie Little Star, and it is a deep dive into my past as a child star and how my parents missed every single sign that I was going to grow up to be gay. Examples of signs include this picture, and this Facebook post that I wrote when I was 12. Ew, times 10! How gross is it that they actually have a shop called Crocs, completely full of disgusting Crocs? As the title of the show also suggests, I discuss the identity crisis of being an ex-twink. And if you're part of the Honeypot program and you don't know what a twink is, that's surprising, but here is a quick definition. Noun, a young attractive gay man with a slim, boyish appearance. And if you're thinking, but Zach, you are young, gay, slim, and incredibly handsome, thank you, Mum, but as I'll discuss in my show, I don't meet the specifics of twinkhood. Comedy is something that I really see a future for myself in, and I would love to make the most of this Fringe opportunity, not only to make a name for myself, but also to build a bit of a following and get my work out to the greater world outside of the Fringe. Thank you so much for your time and for watching, and I will see you at Fringe. Bye!
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa! I'm Tofi Nanny, and this is my show, Whoa, a clown search for nuance. In a world of headlines, I really struggle with people's lack of curiosity about the details, especially in a world where a simple sound like whoa can mean so many different things. At the same time, I need to play or I would fall into a deep depression. So I use clown to explore this dark area. Woe is a series of games, characters, stories inspired by different variations on the sound woe. A key practice for me is to make sure the audience has a varying experience of what time and space are when they're at a show that I'm making. And I also want them to be excited that they came to live theater and not feel like they could have watched something better sitting at home streaming. I am looking for programmers and producers to help me take this show anywhere in the world. I love to collaborate. And I'm also an active workshop facilitator with my own personal pedagogy practice. And I'm always happy to teach workshops at festivals or theaters that bring my show in. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you around. Whoa.